The Washington Commanders opened their mandatory minicamp on June 10, 2025, with high expectations and a sense of anticipation in the air. Coaches, players, and fans alike were eager to see the team come together and set the tone for the upcoming season. Yet as the first whistle blew and drills began, it quickly became clear that something was missing from the field. Star wide receiver Terry McLaurin, the heart and soul of the Commanders' offense, was nowhere to be seen. His absence was impossible to ignore, casting a shadow over the day's proceedings and leaving teammates and coaches to answer difficult questions. Unlike many absences that stem from injuries or personal matters, McLaurin's decision to skip minicamp was a deliberate and strategic move. He's not nursing a sore hamstring or dealing with off-field issues. He's making a statement, demanding a new contract extension that reflects his value to the team. By choosing to sit out both voluntary OTAs and now the mandatory minicamp, McLaurin has escalated what was once a quiet negotiation into a very public standoff. The media presence outside the facility has grown, with reporters eager for updates and speculations swirling about what this means for the Commanders' future. This is a textbook example of a top-tier player leveraging his on-field production and leadership to force the team's hand. McLaurin knows his worth. He's been the Commanders' most consistent offensive weapon, and he's not afraid to use his leverage to secure a deal that matches his elite status. For McLaurin, this holdout isn't just about money, it's about respect and recognition. Entering the final year of his rookie contract, he wants a long-term commitment that rewards his hard work, leadership, and production. His highlight reel catches and relentless work ethic have made him a fan favorite and a locker room leader. For the Commanders, this situation is a major test of their new leadership under head coach Dan Quinn. The front office must decide whether to reward a homegrown star or risk alienating a key player and the fan base. Quinn's approach to this standoff will set the tone for his tenure and signal how the new regime values its core talent. Every day that McLaurin remains absent, the pressure mounts on the Commanders' front office. The clock is ticking, and with training camp looming, the team faces mounting scrutiny from fans, media, and players alike. The longer the standoff drags on, the more it threatens to disrupt the team's preparation and unity. The outcome of this contract dispute will not only shape the Commanders' immediate future, but also send a clear message about how the organization plans to handle its stars moving forward. As fans watch and wait, the stakes couldn't be higher for both Terry McLaurin and the Washington Commanders. McLaurin is entering the final year of his 3-year, $68.36 million extension, a deal that once made him one of the highest-paid receivers in the league. But in the fast-moving world of the NFL, things change quickly, and what was once a top-tier contract can soon look outdated as new stars emerge and the market shifts. He's set to earn $15.5 million in 2025, but after that, there's no guarantee, no long-term security, no safety net if something goes wrong. For a player who's given everything to his team, that uncertainty can weigh heavily, especially as he approaches what should be the prime of his career. Playing on an expiring deal is always a gamble. One awkward landing, one unlucky hit, and a single injury could erase years of hard work and cost him millions in future earnings. The physical toll of football is real, and every snap carries risk. For McLaurin, who's battled through injuries before, the stakes are even higher. He knows how quickly fortunes can change in this league. Meanwhile, the wide receiver market has exploded since his last deal. New contracts are being handed out at record numbers, and what was once a top 10 salary now ranks just 16th among his peers. The landscape has shifted, and McLaurin's value has only grown. Younger players are signing bigger, longer contracts, locking in their futures and setting new benchmarks for the position. After a career-best season, McLaurin wants to make the most of his momentum and secure his financial future while his value is at its peak. He's proven himself as a leader on and off the field, and now is the time to be rewarded for that consistency and impact. For the Commanders, getting this done now isn't just about money, it's about stability. Locking in a core player like McLaurin sends a message to the locker room and the fan base that the team is serious about building a winning culture. With a promising young quarterback in Jayden Daniels, McLaurin's presence is more valuable than ever. He's the reliable target who can help a rookie develop and give the offense a true identity. This isn't just about the numbers on a paycheck. It's about respect, recognition, and being acknowledged as one of the NFL's elite. For McLaurin, a new contract is a statement that he belongs among the best. Both sides have every reason to get a deal done quickly. The team wants to avoid distractions, and McLaurin wants to focus on football, not negotiations. The sooner this is resolved, the sooner everyone can turn their attention to what matters most, winning games and chasing championships. This isn't McLaurin's first contract standoff. In 2022, he skipped OTAs and minicamp while seeking an extension as he entered the final year of his rookie deal. The tactic worked. Just before training camp, he landed a 3-year, $68.36 million extension. That successful holdout set a precedent. McLaurin knows his absence gets results. He's following the same playbook now, betting the new front office will pay to keep their star happy. In the NFL, a player's greatest leverage is their presence, or lack thereof. McLaurin's past success gives him confidence to push for what he wants. The Commanders know this history, adding intrigue to the current negotiations. Both sides are playing a familiar game, but the stakes are even higher this time. Skipping mandatory minicamp isn't cheap. McLaurin faces over $100,000 in fines for just 3 days of absence. That's a hefty price tag for missing a handful of practices, and it's a penalty that quickly adds up. The NFL doesn't take these absences lightly, and the league's fine structure is designed to discourage players from skipping out, even for a short period. For McLaurin, every day away from the team facility comes with a significant financial hit, and it's a message that resonates throughout the locker room. But the fines are just the beginning. By missing OTAs and minicamp, McLaurin is also walking away from a $500,000 workout bonus written into his contract. That's $500,000 left on the table, money that most players would never consider giving up. It's a clear sign that this holdout isn't about small details. It's about something much bigger. In total, he's sacrificing more than $600,000 to make his point. That's not just pocket change, it's a substantial sum, enough to buy a house or set up a family for years. For most people, that kind of money would be life-changing. But for McLaurin, it's a calculated risk, a statement that he's willing to endure short-term pain for the possibility of long-term gain. This isn't a bluff, it's a calculated investment in his future earnings. McLaurin knows that every dollar he gives up now could be multiplied many times over if he lands the contract he believes he deserves. He's betting on himself, trusting that his talent and work ethic will pay off in the end. Top receivers in the NFL now command $30 million per year, and the market for elite talent is only getting hotter. The money McLaurin is sacrificing today could be dwarfed by the size of a new deal, one that would set him up as one of the highest-paid players at his position. For him, the stakes are enormous, but so is the potential reward. McLaurin's willingness to pay these fines and forfeit bonuses signals just how serious he is about getting paid what he's worth. It's not just about the money, it's about respect, recognition, and securing his future in a league where nothing is guaranteed. For the Commanders, it's a clear sign. This negotiation isn't going away quietly. The front office now faces mounting pressure, not just from McLaurin and his representatives, but from fans and teammates who know how valuable he is to the team's success. The financial stakes are high, but so is the potential reward. Both sides are playing a high-stakes game, with millions of dollars and the future of the franchise hanging in the balance. Both sides are weighing risk and reward, but McLaurin is betting on himself. He's showing the league and his team that he's willing to do whatever it takes to secure his future, even if it means making tough sacrifices now. The team must decide if they're willing to meet his price or risk losing one of their most dynamic playmakers. It's a pivotal moment, and the decision they make could have ripple effects for years to come. The next move could define the franchise's future, not just for this season, but for the next generation of Commanders football. McLaurin's value goes far beyond stats. Since being drafted in 2019, he's been the heart of the offense, producing at a high level despite constant quarterback changes. Last season, with Jaden Daniels, he posted career highs, 82 catches, 1,096 yards, and 13 touchdowns. He ranks among the NFL's most productive receivers since entering the league, often as the main focus of opposing defenses. McLaurin is a complete receiver, polished, reliable, and explosive. He's the player the Commanders count on in clutch moments. For many, he is the Commanders' offense. His absence is felt deeply, underscoring the urgency to secure his future. The team can't afford to lose its engine. McLaurin's durability is unmatched. He hasn't missed a game in 4 seasons. That reliability is rare and invaluable in the NFL. He's also a respected leader, voted team captain 4 years running. Younger players look up to him. Veterans trust him. His steady presence has guided the team through coaching and quarterback changes. Losing him, even temporarily, leaves a leadership void. The front office must weigh not just his stats, but his impact on team culture. Players like McLaurin, elite, durable, and respected, are the foundation of a franchise. The Commanders must decide if they're willing to pay to keep that foundation strong. Inside the Commanders, McLaurin's holdout is met with understanding, not resentment. Head coach Dan Quinn called it business, not personal, and praised McLaurin's character. This approach keeps the locker room united and avoids unnecessary drama. Teammate Deebo Samuel Sr., who's been through his own holdout, publicly supported McLaurin's stance. The message players respect the business side and back McLaurin's right to fight for his worth. This solidarity ensures McLaurin will be welcomed back when a deal is done. The dispute is seen as between McLaurin and the front office, not the team. That unity is crucial for keeping the team focused on football. The Commanders are handling the situation with maturity and respect. The wide receiver market has exploded since McLaurin's last deal. Peers like DK Metcalf and Mike Evans have signed massive new contracts, raising the bar. McLaurin's production puts him in that elite tier, but he's about to turn 30, a key age for NFL skill players. Teams often hesitate to give long-term, high-guarantee deals to players entering their 30s. McLaurin's camp points to his durability and recent performance as proof he deserves top dollar. The Commanders may push for a shorter deal or less guaranteed money. The negotiation is a balancing act reward elite play, but manage long-term risk. Finding common ground will be the key to getting McLaurin back on the field. The standoff is at a crossroads, testing the new leadership's resolve. Both sides have too much to lose for this to drag into the preseason. The most likely outcome, a new deal before training camp, with McLaurin returning as the team's top weapon. Expect a contract that boosts his salary and guarantees, but may be shorter in length. The negotiation will set the tone for how the Commanders treat their stars. McLaurin has earned the right to demand elite pay. Now the team must decide if they'll deliver. The pressure is on to resolve this, and the future of the Commanders' offense may depend on it. All eyes are on Washington as the clock ticks toward training camp.